Righto guys, well something a little bit different today. Jace from OLDTIME Parts has been on tour. He's come down from Queensland, he's been all around New South Wales and he's sort of heading back home now, but before he did, he's actually decided to stop off and say good day, and he's brought with him a couple of machines. So he's brought with him the ALROH Residential Series.
Yep, this is a 54D, 21.5 inch cut. This current one has a Briggs & Stratton, split rear roller and a 6-blade reel.
So you can option this machine?
You can option it, you can upgrade to a Honda.
Right.
And also a 9-blade reel on this one.
Righto, so 9-blade option, Honda motor option, and you can also do a split roller, which this one has.
Split roller, which this has.
Right.
Highly recommend the split roller. We won't recommend the solid rear roller.
We're actually talking about that a little bit off camera there. The thing you've got to understand is when you've got a split roller, it's much easier to turn around. When you've got a solid piece roller and you do a turn, you're more likely to scuff a turf surface, and really that's not what you want to do. So I mean, it's probably also my idea is I look at anything with the split roller as a preference. So we're on the same page there pretty much.
Definitely. And yeah, pretty easy to use. All our levers are up here. Our drive, engage the clutch,
right,
and our height adjusters down here.
Oh right, yep.
To adjust the height, your height.
So you're now the East Coast distributor?
We're now the East Coast from Queensland down to Victoria and Tasmania. All Australian made out of Perth through Mandurah Mowers. ALROH's been going for around 71 years this year.
Well, I actually did my TAFE assessment back in my greenkeeping apprenticeship days. My actual assessment on how to use a walk behind reel mower was actually a much larger ALROH than this. It was, I can't think now, but it was over 30 inches. It was one of the largest ones on the East Coast. So I've known the ALROH name for a long, long time. So yeah, it's no surprise to me that they're back, and it's really good that they're actually made here in Australia. Too many people now saying you can't buy Australian mowers. Here's an option anyway.
And it does come in two sizes in the residential. There's the 47D, which is 18.5 inch cut. Exactly the same options as this machine here. And obviously this one's the larger unit, the 21.5 inch 54D.
Yeah, right, sweet. Well, okay, and what about, so we've got another one here, this big yellow beast. Tell us about this one. This is a really, really heavy machine.
Okay, this is your commercial range, the MEY range. Now this is a 20 inch cut on this one. Now everything about this machine is all at your hands. You've got your height adjustment here, which comes with a height gauge on the side, which you can cut from around 3 mil to about 35 mil. On-off switch at your hands here. Your clutch, to engage your clutch, and also your drive is right here, an accelerator.
So this one comes with the Honda as standard, does it, or is it still an option? Or
now,
how does the motor situation work?
On this lower machine, you can have a Briggs & Stratton, a Lonsin engine, and as you get up to around the 22, 24 inch, it's all Honda.
Honda gear, yeah, right. Now this is, I can tell you between the two, this is a heavy bit of gear. This is really good. I would probably say if I had a more flatter block of land, more larger slopes, this is probably the one that you'd be looking at.
Oh, definitely. Now this unit is around the 110, 115 kilos. Now this unit starts at 20 inches and goes up to a 36 inch. We've just recently sold a 30 inch. It was around 145 kilos, I believe.
That's a lot of weight.
And the gentleman that bought that is on 2 acres. So if you do have a large block, the 36 inch is definitely an option if you want that nice clean cut over, say, a ride-on mower.
Not to mention the bigger stripes.
And the bigger stripes, that's right.
Bigger stripes. Well, we're going to have a little bit of a play with these too, so we're not just going to look at them.
No, let's get into it.
Right, let's have a little play. You're going to cut my grass, man.
Yeah, I'm going to cut your grass.
So I'm going to let Jace loose on the Tiftuf. We're going to try both machines, and they're obviously really easy to adjust heights because we have to do some adjusting because there's a few people who have used them now on different heights, so we'll set them up to suit my lawn. Might actually run a little bit higher than what I've had the Scott Bonner. So I've had the Scott Bonner set at 12 millimeters, but obviously it's a much lighter machine, so it's not going to sit as hard on the ground as what one of these will. So we might actually set these at maybe, let's say 13 or 14 mil, somewhere there. which that's probably going to deliver the same sort of cut as a 12mm on the Scott Bonner. What I've personally worked out is this is a really nice and solid heavy machine, and it's obviously the one I favoured the most because I ended up doing the whole yard with it. Obviously there's a big price difference between these two machines. This would be my pick for residential use all day, every day. It's actually really manoeuvrable in those tight little areas that I've got along the roadside there. I found that really, really good. This is fine as well, but I think where this one really comes into its own is on big open areas, and obviously that's one of the things MEY must have been thinking about, because they obviously make a much larger machine and the weight behind it, etc. So yeah, I really think this is a really good machine. We're sort of sitting at around about $3,100 at price at the time of filming, somewhere there. I really don't think you can sort of go past it for an Aussie built machine. Everyone says that they're going to support Australia. A couple of dollars more gets you Australian. This might be an overkill for the average backyard, but if you're in a larger area, maybe consider it. This was actually your first time with that
First
too,
time,
because
yeah,
this went straight to Ben.
Straight to Ben Sims, yeah.
Yep.
And first go of driving it, so
Yep.
yeah. We're
But you
stoked
also,
to get
like,
hold
this
of
is nice and weighty.
it. I love it,
Yep,
yeah.
that's still a heavy machine, but it's not unmanageable. In fact, it's really quite chuckable. So.
Yeah, for the residential, definitely the ALROH over the MEY, like that. I love this machine personally, only because of the weight from the first time of using it. But realistically, for home use, you're right, Brenton. The ALROH is definitely for the residential user. Yeah.
Yep, 100%, and full part support. You've got all that stuff here.
We keep spare parts up in Brisbane, and if we don't keep it, we can have it shipped straight from Mandurah to anywhere on the east coast.
Sweet. That's awesome. Well, thank you very much.
No,
Ben.
thanks, Brenton.
No,
really
appreciate you stopping by.
Yeah, thank you.
And thanks for letting me have a little play with your toys. And
Wonderful.
Yeah, hopefully we'll be catching up with you again soon.
Oh yeah, September, I believe.
September, something's coming in September. Stay tuned for
Stay
September.
tuned. Yep.
Righto, guys. Have a fantastic weekend. We'll see you next time on the Aussie Lawn.